Welcome to 2020, A Class Dismissed, a video series dedicated to sharing untold stories and experiences from the spread of COVID-19, told directly by the sources themselves, Maine high school seniors of the class of 2020. Emily Canavan is a senior at the Southern Aroostook Community School in her hometown of Dyrebrook. She's a longtime musician, playing percussion in her school band as well as her community church, and she plans to begin an online program in digital marketing and advertising from Liberty University in the fall.
Have you been able to get out at all? Or are your weekends still a chance for you to get out, or are you pretty tied up around the clock with schoolwork?
Well, I've been doing a lot of schoolwork, but I've been also just taking a lot of rides, to Holton or whatever. I've also I go to church, and we've been having drive-in services on Sunday, so that's just a chance to see everyone. And
is there still that same sort of sense of community in your church, even though it's not in the typical setting when you do the drive-in part?
Well, I guess so. There's a lot of waves, and we have to keep our windows halfway rolled up. I actually play on the worship team, so it's just cool to see everyone, and we wave and stuff, but we can't really talk that much or go up to vehicles, so it's still a little different. But
so I saw that in your bio. I'm not familiar with what a worship team is. Can you explain that a little bit?
Well, we play the music on Sunday mornings before the pastor preaches.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, just 3 or 4 songs.
So how are you guys performing right now?
Well, we're outside under the carport thing in front of the lobby, and we're all 6 feet apart, spread out on our instruments. It's kind of cool.
Well, nice at least that you still get to do that. And are you playing percussion in that as well? I know you play that for your school band.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I play drum set.
That's awesome.
So that's fun, yeah.
So where are things at with school right now? Can you share with me a little bit about how your school is operating this end of the year?
Well, we're doing everything online. Specifically, our senior class has been having a lot of class meetings just to talk about the end of the year and our plans for graduation and how we're doing the schoolwork, just because it's completely different. But we're using Google Classroom and stuff, and it's pretty easy to just email our teachers. They get back pretty fast, so I think they're doing well with it.
What was the adaptation process like for that? I mean, to go from obviously what you have known for the past 12 years of schooling to all of a sudden everything completely online. What was that transition like?
Well, it was hard to get motivation, I guess, at first.
Yeah.
So just you weren't there to see everyone and have them hand your work to you. You just had to kind of pick it up and do it yourself and submit it on time with the deadline. It's just, I guess it might be kind of preparing you for college, I guess, in a way, because it's more of an individual thing.
Well, and it seems like it would be preparing you in particular pretty well, right? Because you're doing Liberty University online starting in the fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So in a way, has this almost been a blessing in disguise that you've been able to lead into it that way?
Yeah, I think so. I'm also doing some dual enrollment college classes. So I already had some stuff online. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So now it just kind of everything is on the same platform. It's kind of cool.
So I know you said the transition was challenging and maybe finding that initial motivation was challenging, but do you like it? I mean, presumably if this is what you're about to sort of submit yourself to for the next however many years, are you okay with that choice still?
Yes, I am. It's a little bit more difficult just being the end of my senior year doing this. It's I don't know, I'm not really getting to see my classmates and stuff throughout the day. And having our regular classes with the teachers we've grown up with and stuff. It's just I didn't realize everything was going to change and be this way. But now that it is, I'm into a routine now, I think.
Did it happen? Did this change happen like midweek, or did you go home for a weekend and then just never came back in person?
Yeah, I believe it was a weekend. We left and then we just weren't able to come back on that Monday. It's kind of crazy to think about now, but yeah.
Do you remember what like your last in-person memory is from high school?
Um, Honestly, probably just walking out of the classroom,
Yeah.
like, yes, it's the end of the day again, not realizing that I wouldn't be back. It's kind of sad, honestly, but
What's been the hardest part? I know you've mentioned obviously that missing that contact with friends.
yeah.
And maybe that is the hardest part, but are you able to identify sort of what's been the most challenging part of this experience?
Well, I've been very involved with band. So like I'm missing my last band concert, and normally like on Monday we'd be playing at the Memorial Day parade, which is
Mm.
always kind of fun and meaningful, but we're not able to do that. Also, a lot of my friends play softball, so just watching their last softball season is I was looking forward to that. But
It sounds like you have a pretty close-knit school and community. And you're in a fairly
yes.
remote area, right?
Yeah. Our school, my class has 17 kids. So
The
we're
whole
all,
senior class.
yeah. So we're all fairly close. Like there's a lot of different personalities and stuff, but we've grown up with each other pretty much since like pre-K or kindergarten. So,
I think
yeah.
I think you're setting the record for the smallest class that, as a representative of that class that I've talked to, that's
hmm
wow, 17, that's tiny.
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that then, like what that experience is like to all of a sudden not be with the people that you know so well and so intimately? I mean, because like I said, of anyone that I've talked to, I think maybe you've most affected by that experience because it's not like you're one of 250 or one of 300. It's
Yeah.
you're one of 17. Like that's
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, we do have like a group chat. I think most of our class has been staying in touch that way. We've done a lot of like group FaceTime calls,
Oh
and it's
yeah,
easy with our small class. Like we
yeah.
all just keep talking and stuff, but it's definitely weird. Like I'm used to seeing them almost every weekday, and now it's not at all. So it is weird.
And you mentioned you said teachers that you've grown up with. So is this a school that you've been? Is it like a K through 12 school?
Yes, it is.
So you've even seen the same
Um,
teaching faces for your entire
yeah,
schooling career. Wow.
yeah. And it's almost like, I don't know, I don't want to say it's more of like a personal level, almost friendship with some of our teachers, just because we've known them our whole lives and they just, I don't know, they like know our work style and you can just talk to them, I guess, differently than if it was like 500 kids in a class. So,
Absolutely. Yeah. I guess to kind of to cap things off, if you could give a shout out to anyone in regards to this whole experience, who do you want to give a shout out to?
I just say my guidance counselor and principal and stuff, I think they're doing a great job with this and they've really kept us in the loop. Like it's easy to get kind of freaked out about what's going on, but I'm really happy with how they've handled things.
Yeah.
So yeah, they've made it pretty easy for my senior class especially.
Well, that's awesome, and I'm sure they'll appreciate that. But thank you for your time. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
you're
it,
welcome.
and for sharing your experiences. And best of luck with picking up your studies in the fall.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks, Emily.
Yep. See ya.
See ya.